Lacey.
I'm Addi. Welcome to All the Things, where
we talk about all the things.
How is this real?
I don't even know. Cheers to you all.
Let's chat, shall we?
Year in review.
Year in review.
We have so much to talk about.
We were not the same girls in the beginning of 2025 as we were going into 2026.
Absolutely not.
And here's why. Here's how.
We're going to tell you all the things behind the scenes.
Juicy things that we've never
Nobody knows.
Only we know. And now you know.
Now you're gonna know. Ugh.
Where to begin?
January 1st, 2025.
Whew.
The Day of the Dead.
I'm just...
Okay.
Where were you at that point in time?
I had been freshly married for 3 months.
Yeah.
Trying to figure life out.
Yeah.
We were a month into opening the salon.
Wow, yeah.
So we had just finished all construction.
That was crazy. The months leading up to the wedding and the months afterwards, it was like, holy crazy. Yeah.
So much going.
Chinese fire drill.
No sleep.
No sleep, bus, club, another club.
Yeah, what were you doing January? Holy moly, that was 9 lives ago.
I was in a relationship, actually.
You were in a relationship?
I was in a relationship. Ladies, let me just tell you, when you have a feeling in your gut, something's not alright, it's not alright. If it doesn't feel right, it's just never going to be right.
Here's what we've learned, okay? And if you follow us on all of our other platforms, you know. We love hard, okay? We love people. So with that comes a lot of learning. Here I am, 39 years old, still learning, but I feel like I'm better.
I think
that you can't love issues out of someone.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't.
And you can't love someone so much that they see their issues, if that makes sense. Like, you can't get someone to see how their actions affect you if they don't want to see. You know what I mean? If their heart is closed or their mind's closed. And that was my first, like, kind of adult relationship.
Yes.
That was my first, like, real relationship since, like, my first love when I was 13 to 16.
I think in that specific relationship, he was fun. He was sweet. He was so cute.
I learned so much about myself, about what I want in relationships, what I don't want.
I have to say, y'all know Addi graduated high school at 14 and has worked full time on social media, businesses, all the things. So she lives a different life than what most people expect you to be living at age 18. You know, so at 18, Addi is living the life of, honestly, I would say about a 24-year-old. So it's different, like, because he was in college and
we were very much in different points of life. I kind of knew what I wanted. He didn't really at all. He just knew, like, the next, like, few months, and I was thinking, like, future, like, planning for myself and for my life. The groundwork you lay now is what you're gonna have forever. So that is where I was at, and we were just on the same page.
Which is okay.
Fine. That's totally fine. It just wasn't making me my happiest self.
And honestly, she was holding on to, like, okay, but maybe he'll kind of mature and kind of sort these things out. And I was the one who was honestly like, listen, you don't...
Her and some of my, like, best friends.
And some of her best friends, yeah.
You're too full of life to wait for someone to be that, too.
Yes.
Moving on. Can we do February?
Let's go to February. Okay, so can we just pause, because I have to insert that a month after the wedding, before we hit 2025, I had people reach out and I found out some really bad news about my spouse. In that time, it was one of those moments where it's like, holy cow, I just got married. I'm in this now.
I had this dream wedding.
We were in fairy tale La La Land, okay? Like, head over heels, obsessed, in love. How was this piece of information true,
withheld
and all of that? Also navigating being told one thing in that moment and then very obvious evidence of other. But we had just gotten married, so I trusted and I love hard.
Can't expect everyone to have the same heart as you, unfortunately.
I wanted to choose to believe and try to work through as much, because I was married at that point. And so it was really hard going into 2025, still feeling, it was almost like I had grieved what we had, because what we had for those 2 years before, we were still together. It was so hard. The nights that I was in my closet on the floor crying and, like, nobody knew. Because it was literally
if
like...
mom's ever going through something, check her closet.
That's right. But that was leading... So we're opening salon, starting in 2025. Equally hard and good.
I tell you have something on your mind and on your heart that's like holding you, not holding you back, but it's just heavy. It is so hard to continue on with
being creative. Like our whole careers.
Our whole job is to be creative and for our brains and to be energetic and be ourselves and like our personality. And so when something's heavy on you, it's like
it's so hard, guys.
It's literally fighting demons.
So again, we just do our best and show up. Fake it till you make it. That's our motto. That's what your tattoo needs to be.
Anyways, should we flash forward maybe like April?
Yeah, I think so. Let's skip a beat.
I was single. Broken up with Lloyd. Oh, that was World's Month.
Oh my gosh, World!
My last season this year.
Oh, that was a whole season.
I
know. Even though she wasn't in school and a lot of the seniors who were graduating, like they're going into a different phase of life, it still felt like the end of an era for you. Like, 8+ years of all-star cheer, doing like, what you love.
Dedicated.
Like, until the month before Worlds, I was like, how are we going to break up with cheer? Like, how are I...
like a divorce.
You lived for cheer.
Every single night for her. I mean, from the time I was 9 years old.
Yes. And my mama heart was like, okay, like, y'all know the time and hours of commitment and 20 hours a week up at Spirit and, like, love the gym. Love the people.
I went last night just for fun. But honestly, yes, I always was like, I don't know how I'm going to not do this anymore. But it was kind of the last 5-6 months that something kind of shifted in my brain.
I think really the month before Worlds is when it hit you. Like, I think I'm done.
Hard. Yeah. Like, I was driving home midnight every night trying to turn on the saddest songs possible to make myself sad about leaving. And I just couldn't bring myself to... I'm so ready.
You know when end is coming?
When an end is coming, but you have to stay to finish it out.
Yeah. No quitters around here.
It's the worst.
That's hard. It's so hard.
Really hard. But then it's like, okay, I will miss this. Yeah. Look, I now miss the people, but I wouldn't go back, which is a good thing.
Well, you've also replaced it. And here was my advice. Anybody who's retiring from any sport, find something like immediately that you're going to switch to, like that fill the time. Like, and weightlifting, like, I have lifted that my sport was powerlifting in high school, all the things. And I continue that on now, even at my age. And it's like something that'll stick with you for life. And she did the same. Yeah. But can we go to Worlds?
Let's go to Worlds. Let's go back.
Oh, every time we traveled, we traveled all over the U.S. There was a part of me each time that was like, it was a last, like, oh. And this was her first time at Worlds. You're going out with her flyer had fallen and cracked her skull.
We were just talking about this last night. We thought she had a stroke.
The month of Worlds, guys.
This was 2 weeks before Worlds. Krista was like, we were laughing about this. Krista was like, do I need to find someone to replace you? And Annie was just non-responsive. It was the scariest. Me and my group literally were sitting in the gym like...
If you know anything about level 6 all-star cheer...
I mean, you're dropping them from spinning 15 feet in the air, basically.
So on top of that, like, the saddest, like, my soul hurt for this girl. They went through so much.
We went through our group not being a group anymore because people were getting injured.
They were front center stunt. Or front, like, off center stunt. Then to have no stunt, so then the whole team's trying to, you know how this goes.
And our back spot.
Yes.
She would go to the doctor twice a day just to
I forgot about that. She, like, tore her bicep. A week of Worlds. Her last Worlds.
I'm not going to have a stunt group. Yeah. Our stunt group was, like, close. And we had really battled through
everything
to get to where we were. Yeah. And then it was, like, nothing. Then literally the week of Worlds. So we just kind of had a Kyra Jesus moment. And we were like, okay. This is our last time, because me and my main base, Ella, love her.
We're retiring.
We were both retiring. Annie and Taylor pulled through.
A long weekend. They hit solid. As a mom and the parents in the stands, like, knees shaking, like, couldn't contain myself, crying.
Everyone was feeling the weight of it being a last for so many of the girls on the team.
And A team as a whole had gone through so much to get to this point. And Addi's group ended up still being the front.
Yeah, we got
group
to the front. Yo.
They hit. Crazy. I was so proud of y'all. And then it was
summertime. I got so much
the best
summer. This summer was interesting.
Addi had 9 lives just in the 3 months of summer. But spring is also when I talked my bestie, Britt, into buying the house behind me.
Hey, Britt.
My sister. The house came up for sale and I'm like, Britt, you've got to move behind me. We'll build a bridge.
She did.
And she did. Like, she's the friend that will literally just like, why not? I'll sell my house. Literally. Call my sister-in-law. She gets her house sold. She moves in. Our hands were already kicking by like the beginning of May. We started.
Hey, Honey Cosmetics.
No, literally.
I went to Alabama.
She went to Alabama. You had a little fling with a boy you'd known for a long time. That did not end well and ended quick.
It's not. Yeah. Thank God.
Anyways, Summer, I'm going to be, how real are we going to be?
Should we be like real? Should we get into it?
I was struggling, Summer.
Yeah, I kind of was in my head.
You were struggling. I was struggling.
We were struggling.
I had been battling all the things, but here's my deal. I'm so loyal and I cover my person, my partner. I will cover until it's time to not. Okay. So there were so many things going on and nobody knew. Nobody knew. My besties didn't know. Addi didn't know. Like, I just was working hard to cover and get through and
just be okay.
Be okay, which was hard, but I did it. I was going through quite a bit that nobody knew about. Thank the Lord, honestly, that Brittany moved behind me. Yeah. Because even though she did not know, she was here, you know? So that helped me over the summer. We're so close. When Addi feels, I feel. When I feel, Addi feels. So when we're both going through it, even though we want, like, I knew what she was going through, she didn't really know. I think you probably could pick up on.
Definitely pick it up.
Since she was born, like, if I was stressed, Addi was crying. If I was calm, Addi was calm. Like, you feel my feels. As a mom and constantly worried, like, trying to cover and kind of minimize, and it's all great. We're like, let's go. Because I don't want y'all to stress. Yeah. And that makes it hard because, you know, all the things.
Summer was kind of rough. I don't know why.
It was like the best summer, but like.
But I just had a season of like.
Who am I? What am I doing? I'm about to be an adult.
17. I was like, this is my last summer before I'm a legal adult. Obviously, I can be. Whatever forever. Nothing has to change. But it was just in my head. I was like, I don't have cheer anymore. It was like kind of like a few of my constant things weren't constant anymore. Who am I? Yeah. What is going on?
Yes, I forgot about that, honestly. She was really struggling. And Addi has always shared everything with me, and it kind of got to where she wasn't. Yeah. And so then I am like, okay, like, let's reel in. Like, where are we at?
You need it to be reeled in.
I need, yeah. Come on, baby! She was talking to multiple guys, which was casual. It wasn't anything. Actually, they were so sweet. Like, the guys sweet. Jackson had started reaching out.
That was one of the eras. We kind of had, like, a few different talking phases during summer. Yeah, actually.
You did.
A little bit before.
It was one of those that, like, we've known Jackson for so long. So it was like you were trying to figure out, like, oh my gosh, like, when we're together, it's like freaking electric, and everybody around. Do you remember everybody was like, why aren't y'all married? But like,
even his best friend was like, y'all are soulmates. Yeah. You're like, no, what are you talking about?
He was talking to other girls. She was talking to other guys.
I think we both kind of knew once we both agreed that, like, okay, we're going to
You're ready
to shot finally. Like, that was going to be it. We both were kind of just figuring it out. Yeah. And we weren't ready yet.
Yeah.
For that.
No.
I wanted to have my fun. And
yeah.
I did.
And she did. She had a lot of fun this summer. I'm so happy for her. This summer's my summer.
We'll both have fun this summer.
Yes. Yes.
Wait. When is the next month?
I don't know. I've lost track of month.
4th of July.
It rained. Oh my gosh. Our favorite holiday. We refused to let it be a rainy day, though. We literally all sat by the pool.
Was like, guys, just pretend it's
under the umbrella. It's like gushing, freezing,
thundering.
Fake it till you make it, guys. So, beginning of September was still rough in my world.
I feel like that's when it got.
It was still rough in my world. That's when things started to get really obvious of how am I going to survive this? Like, my relationship. I was learning little things here and there. There were just things going on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it hasn't even been a year. And it was like, okay, I should be excited for our trip for our 1-year anniversary. But then it was like, I couldn't because it was falling apart. It was hard.
September was when Jackson flew here. Y'all want to know the story?
They have to know the story.
Okay. Gosh, how far back do I go?
Wait, just start the day of.
We'll start the day of. I had been ghosting him for like probably a month. Like, he would try to start conversation, and I was like, Mom, he's, like, trying to talk to me. Like, I'm just appalled. I don't want to speak to him. I'm at Kenzie's birthday dinner.
Yes.
Silas
yes. All of us from Swan were at dinner.
Yeah. I get a text. What are you doing at 7 a.m.? And I was, like, sleeping. He was like, want to come pick me up? And I was like, what? And he sent me his flight information.
He had booked
the flight. We hadn't been speaking.
She was talking to someone else.
I was talking to someone else. I had to end things with that someone else.
They weren't dating. They were just talking.
We weren't dating. We were talking. But still, I mean,
yeah. You know. They both were like, okay, it's all or nothing. We're going for it. And Addi was like, well, he's coming, so we better figure this out.
That was September 5th. He flew in the 6th. Shout out to Jaden. Because
he was like, go get your girl. We love a man that goes all in.
Because me and Jaden and Jackson hung out all that summer. Like, if I was hanging out with Jackson, Jaden was there. So we kind of all three were hanging out. And he was Jackson's wingman. Like, dude, y'all are in love. Like,
so basically, he came and never left.
Yeah.
He came, everybody knew. We've known Jackson for 5 years. I love Jackson. Aside from Addi, like Jackson deserves someone like Addi, and Addi deserves someone like Jackson, even if it's not them. Like, they are both, that could be a whole episode, okay? Precious humans. Precious humans.
We need to bring him in.
I know. We're going to have to do that. Stay tuned. Anyways, he was supposed to like be flying back forth because he had moved in the summer. He lived here, and then he moved as soon as he started hitting her up. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to be gone." That boy was not gone more than like 24 hours, and he was right back here.
He was like, "You know what? I'm supposed to stay for 3 more days, but I'm flying back tonight."
Yep,
he would.
And fast forward to Mexico.
Oh my gosh, the birthday trip! Oh my gosh, what?
Boobs. Teeth.
Oh my gosh.
Decided
something chill, you know,
that she wanted before her 18th birthday to do all the things she wanted to do. She was like, I'm going to do everything I want to do and go into adulthood. Like, here I am.
I wanted to do for so long.
Yes. She wanted to do it forever, but she was like, and go. We're like, Haven, can you get her in tomorrow? He's like, yep.
I was like, Dr. Kuzalina.
That was within like a week.
Like the next week. It was crazy.
And she looks fire.
Who
Shout out to Haven Dental because so good. Minimal prep veneers.
So good. Love him.
Amazing. Whole team. Love all the people that work there. Yes.
I love him.
Shout out.
Same with Dr. Kuzalina. His team was amazing.
Cannot say enough of things.
So, just genuinely so sweet and literally have your best interest.
Yeah. So honest, so knowledgeable.
I went in for my consult. We literally were in there for like 2 hours. The consult's not supposed to be that long, but like, I was unsure and he was literally talking to me.
And never felt rushed, never felt pressure. Like, and let me just tell you, y'all can't see them, but they're the prettiest things I've ever seen. That's why I'm getting mine done tomorrow.
Mine?
Yes.
I know, mine are really pretty.
They're really pretty. So he's redoing mine.
I look at mine all the time.
Right in time to recover from Mexico, the big birthday trip.